So we've been promised a PhD level reasoning AI doing magic stuff. Reality, we have a PhD level idiot. Let me tell you why. So I recently done a consultancy job regarding a token economy. Okay, so there was a really cool project, and I don't want to say whose the project was and what was the project about, but was a really intelligent idea and to find a solution. But I saw a few elements that were not convincing to me. So I gave these to AI just as a test because I wouldn't do a consultancy job through AI. Okay, I will do it myself. But I wanted to see how AI would react to this white paper and token economy. So I give this to AI, and AI came back and said, this is amazing. It's really well thought, beautiful structure, amazing token economy. A lot of positive feedback. What I asked AI was to analyze these. Okay, so I didn't push it in any direction. I was like a kind of neutral, try to see what was the first impression from AI. Then I had a look at the project. It had a lot of little red flags. Nothing serious in the sense all of them are fixable. But as it is today, it's extremely dangerous, both for investors, but also for them that are trying to create this project. So the point here is that AI couldn't see the problem, was not able to spot. I think I spotted around 10 things that were not, they needed improvement, and they would be dangerous for the project itself and for the investors, anybody inside this community, to actually have those elements embedded in the system. AI didn't see none of them, nothing. For AI, it was amazing. Let's invest on this. Okay, but so what's the point here? It's AI has knowledge but not mastery, meaning what it did is analyze the project without thinking about any possible flaw or danger connected to the system itself. So analyze bit by bit, and each element made sense because it was true. They by themselves make sense, but when you combine them, then you see there are some problems because some elements create a kind of uncertainty, let's say. I'm talking like this because I don't want to talk about the project itself. Okay, it's not fair. It's a project that need development, so they will hopefully develop and fix all those problems. So this had some uncertainty that are connected to other elements would create a really dangerous investment. Okay, a lot of instability, a lot of different problems that if you look at the project and you are not an expert, you wouldn't notice them. So AI, it's act as someone that knows things, but is not an expert. So I realized this problem about this system because I'm an expert about token economy and blockchain technology. So I could see the problem, but AI couldn't. So what's happened when I use AI on a topic that I'm not a master about? Okay, so the level, what's happening is that I get something from the AI that I think is good, but in reality, it's not. Okay, so this is the risk that we are in. That most of us use AI to augment our ability to interact with things that we don't know. Okay, so I have AI that now help me deal with some problem that I couldn't even imagine before because I didn't have enough knowledge. So I use AI to help me out to navigate that scenario. But the truth is that AI is not capable actually to navigate us. So there is a way out. Okay, it's not completely black and white. Completely an idiot. I mean, it's completely an idiot. But at the same time, we can through prompting, we can allow AI to work in a better way. And it's not just about prompting, in honesty, because it is about giving enough information. So it is about presenting AI with with a problem, but also with the idea that we don't know anything. No myself, no you AI, we don't know it. So what we need to do is to do research. So we need to collect the data because we are not experts. AI is going to say that, yeah, I'm completely confident. I understand this. I'm confident that I know what we're talking about. Okay, it's not true. Don't trust it. So the point here is we can't trust AI. Okay, it's not don't trust. Do a research. So I use AI itself and say, okay, we don't know this topic. We need to become expert about it. Let's do some research. So what I usually do, I don't use the AI itself that I use for doing this, for example, whatever work I'm doing. For clarity, I use my custom AI. Okay, which I call it Augmento, run on Resonant OS, and is which has open source scaffolding for the AI, and it's and run on top of Gemini 2.5 Pro. Okay, that is the system that I use. So I asked to this custom AI to say, generate a series of research prompt that I can give then to Perplexity. I have a Perplexity Pro, which is, from my point of view, really good. Then I give to Perplexity to do the research. So it's a kind of an external agent that does the research for me. So I give this to Perplexity, and sometimes it's one single prompt with this different element inside. Sometimes it's multiple research. The point here is when you use Perplexity in advanced research, then you have a really good document as an output that then you can give to the AI. Now, the knowledge and no knowledge that AI has inside, let's say, okay, internal knowledge. There's a knowledge that comes from research. Okay, so they are proven, they are connected to reality. So by doing this, and depend on the problem, the project you're working, and like I said, you can do just one research, but often it's more than one. Okay, so you create a set of knowledge document that you can give to the AI, and now has real data. But it would be that enough? The thing is, if it's a topic that you have no clue, so you're not expert, okay, you can reason within, but you're not an expert. So the problem here is that you don't know what are the, how do you call it, the element to which AI is, it can't see the problem about, okay? So it can't see the black spot. It doesn't know what it doesn't know. So my solution to this, which I still need to experiment if it's good enough, but my thinking is, what I need, especially for example in the case of the token economy, I need a system that goes there not to see if it's good, if it's investable, if makes sense the project. I need an agent that goes there and try to break that idea, to see if we can exploit system with the idea to its advantage. If you're an Italian, you will think that would be like a Scugnizzo, basically someone from Naples trying to see if there is a way to go around the problem and take advantage of it. No, without no offense of Naples people, because this is I love them, but at the same time, this is an ability that they're really good at. So my idea is I need to create this Scugnizzo, that's how they call it, Scugnizzo AI, that does exactly this job. Okay, that is an AI that's gonna try to exploit the document, for example, the project, whatever it is. Okay, it can be code or it can be anything. Okay, the idea is it needs to act in a way to really search for vulnerability and see if those vulnerabilities can be exploited. And therefore, I'm thinking maybe with an AI like this, I can have a way to spot out problems that I couldn't ever think about, because it requires a really specific mind. So this, I love to call it Scugnizzo AI. This Scugnizzo AI, what it would do would do itself some research, because we can't assume that the Scugnizzo AI knows anything about the topic, okay, as an attitude. But what it should do first a research on that specific topic and understand what are usually the vulnerability connected, for example, in this case was a blockchain, a token economy. So what are the vulnerability of a token economy? So have a list of those elements, and then try to see if any one of those can be used to exploit the system. This, I think, it's a solution to a problem. Like I said, I haven't experimented enough, but I want to share it because I want to know also if, first of all, you're aware about this problem. Okay, AI doesn't have mastery, therefore we can't trust it. And if in your working with AI, if you find out about, I don't know, some specific element that is actually good enough by default, and some other that are actually not good enough, you can't trust it at all. So thinking about blockchain technology, it's something somehow is new. Okay, there is not a lot of data about. There is enough, I'm not saying that is completely unknown, but there is not enough data about this stuff. So probably AI is not being trained on knowing those elements. And through research, hopefully, instead, it should collect all this data and be able to, by giving it to the Scugnizzo AI, would be able to actually see if there is some element that are fragile within that project. So if you have experienced any of these, please share. My idea is, okay, so we are all pioneers. Okay, we don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. Okay, what we need to do is talk to each other and say, look, I discovered this. Ah, good idea, good solution. Thanks. Okay, and we learn from each other. So I'm sharing this for this reason. Okay, first of all, I'm building a community of builders. Okay, I call us AI artisans. Okay, because we are there building, with customizing those AI. So I'm going to link in the description. If you're one of those, you feel like an AI artisan, please join. Let's share together and learn together and grow and improve. So this is the video about today. And thanks for staying until now, and see you next time. Ciao.